Welcome riding buddies. This week we're going to do part 3 of the Sunny State introductory series. So kick back, we're going to go through some information, that's some very important information for you, and we'll go from there. Okay, first thing off, we want to look at bike numbers. There's been a lot of people turning up with the wrong numbers on their bikes and having wrong numbers in entries. We've got the wrong numbers down on the forms. We're really encouraging you guys, try and do the best effort you can to have the right numbers on your bikes. That way when you turn up, we don't have two people running the same number in the same class. So as we can see here, our little friend Riley, last year was running that in the junior lights class. So this year, he has to change it. So that one's gone, okay? And also too, that was a side plate. Front plate, ironically, he's got the same number and the same colours. But once again, he has to change it. Okay, so now he has to start with new numbers. He's gone senior, so it's all new. Make sure you do the best effort you can to get those right numbers on your bike. Yes, we use electronic scoring, but sometimes the electronic scoring, modern technology, is absolutely wonderful when it fails. So make sure you've got those numbers.
Also too, don't forget your back numbers. Make sure that your back numbers are visible and clear.
Okay, our next thing. There seems to be a little bit of confusion out there about the good old yellow flag. So we're going to have two different methods with the yellow flag in Australia. The first one, stationary yellow, okay? You come to a stationary yellow flag, this is a caution flag, okay? You can overtake, you can jump, but it's caution. There's something going on ahead of you, just take caution. The second thing with the yellow flag is the waved yellow flag. Now the waved yellow flag is much more serious. Something drastic has happened. So what you have to do is no jumping, completely banned, definitely no overtaking under the yellow flag, and be prepared to take action. You may even have to stop, okay? So the yellow flag, very, very important. Okay, our next flag, the medical flag. The medical flag is a very nasty one, okay? It's always waved. If the medical flag comes out, you're up on your pegs, you're at walking pace, definitely no overtaking, no jumping. If you're going at walking pace, of course you can't jump, but it's very precautionary. You must take caution with the medical flag. Very important. Also too, both with the yellow and the medical flag, if they're out, you are not to gain any advantage whatsoever. Okay, the next one, and this is probably the most confused flag out there, the blue flag. Okay, at the Sunny States, we will be using the blue flag. A stationary blue flag. That means there is somebody going to lap you, but they're still back a bit. Okay, they're still behind, hanging off the back of you a bit. They're not too close. Then we have the waved blue flag. The waved blue flag means you are about to be lapped by a rider. When you are being lapped, so the flaggy stand there and he's waving the blue flag away, don't panic, okay? Don't go into panic mode. Do not change your line. Stay on your line, but do not try to race the person that is lapping you. That's the worst thing you can do. But for whatever you do, don't go off your line, because the chances are the person that's trying to lap you has already moved to that line and they're going to hit you. Okay, our next one. I hate this flag. Absolutely hate this flag. The purple flag. The purple flag, we call it the protest flag, okay? But mainly what it is, a junior rider wants to talk to the clerk about something that has happened out on the track. So the purple flag will be somewhere near the exit gates, okay? The junior rider can come over, grab that purple flag and hold it up. Okay, once the junior rider does that, one of the officials will either get the clerk or go and see that rider to start with. Then they'll get the clerk involved. But they want to hear what the rider has to say. They want to hear from the rider. So as parents, you're not allowed to jump the fence and come in. Well, for starters, you're not supposed to be doing that anyway. But we don't want you jumping the fence and going to the rider, because the clerk wants to talk to the rider, and then the parent can come into it. Okay, the next thing we want to talk about. When you get the final instructions for each round of the Sunny States, make sure you read the final instructions, because the final instructions are very specific to every round. So each track, there may be something different. Make sure, please, you read the final instructions, because there is always very important information in there for you. It's not about us, this is for you. Also too, the supplementary regulations. You don't have to know them word for word. I know there are a few people that actually do that, but hey, we're not all John Gurkies. But besides that, it is good to just have a quick glance through the supplementary regulations and just highlight things that do apply to you and just get a little bit of a handle on a few different things. Another thing that is really, really handy to have is Team App. If you haven't got Team App on your phone yet, make sure you get it. This thing is awesome. With Team App, the officials can communicate with you in live time. So even when we're at events, at different tracks, something may happen, they'll get on Team App, they'll send a message on Team App, bing, you've got it, okay? So it happens. You don't need to be able to hear the PA system and listen to me dribbling on about something that's happened, okay? You'll get it on Team App. Also with Team App, you get notifications. Now, there's been notifications coming out with the Sunshine State Series for the last month, really. So coming out on Team App in the next few days is going to be a penalty information sheet. And what it will do, it will explain what the problem is and what the penalty is. A lot of the time there's been confusion over why did I get that penalty? Why was the penalty at this level? All that sort of stuff has been occurring. So what they've done is they have set out for the whole series, if this happens, this is the penalty. And that is what's going to happen through the whole series. Okay, so when you're coming down for practice, make sure your transponder is fitted to the bike appropriately. If you want to qualify, they do qualifying for practice. You've got to have your transponder on the bike. I know some of the juniors, they'll have one transponder and a couple of bikes. You can G this up with the starter, and he will work with you to help make you so you've got time to get it off one bike onto another bike. But make sure you've got a transponder on your bike for practice. Okay, so that's been a little bit of a look at different things. We've done the numbers, we've done flags, we've done transponders, and we've talked about Team App, all the rest of that stuff. Make sure you go back through all that stuff again. Thank you for watching. Get ready for Sunny States, and let's have a ball, eh?